there we go. Now it's connected. Fucking took long enough. You hit them, you gotta wait here for a goddamn minute before it's even connected to anything. Fucking took long enough. Fucking forgot to mute my other fucking thing like a dipshit. Way to go, dumbass. So, let's see how smooth this works. How much it hits up my phone. Because I have no... Keeps jumping between green, yellow, red on stream connection. Who knows at all? See if anybody shows up here at all. That would be interesting, considering I ain't never done this shit before. At all. I don't do live streams on my channel. Especially when I got the woman over there sleeping, snoring her frickin' head off. Jeez. Wouldn't be surprised if you couldn't hear her in the background. But so far, everything seems to be working quite smoothly. I mean, I don't know how many things I can do on my phone with this, but until somebody were to show up. Oh, there's somebody in here. What's up, Trap? I was wondering if anybody was going to be here. Just dicking around with this restream software to see how it works. Apparently it works. And doesn't heat up my phone too much, at least not yet. So, I had to message the people there on their little help or whatever, their little messaging service that they got. And they told me that they do not yet have the ability to upload avatars to the service. I'm just a disinvestor. It's a little disappointing. But we're just, I'm doing this stream just to see how it works out, because I know frickin' StreamYard. StreamYard, like my God, it is. But beyond that, everything seems to go smoothly. Let's click on something. Did it pop up on the screen? Pop up on the screen, you bastard. There it goes. It's just got a little delay to it. So, stuff on the screen. Oh, it puts your little symbol up too and everything. That's, see? I like that. That's way cooler than StreamYard. It doesn't put your little frickin' icon next to it, does it? Oh, and I'm a bitch. Just tell me that I'm down to 1 bar of connectivity. That might have to do with the fact that got the Roku running at the same time. Who knows? Maybe it's, well, he said that it's back to normal, so that's exciting. Excellent. Don't know how long I'm stream with Purple, his random stream. I have no idea what we're talking about on that because it's a random stream. I know the only funny thing that I heard today was Nancy Pelosi got a hair in San Francisco, and then she went out and said that she got frickin' set because they caught wearing a mask, which I thought was fucking hilarious. Like, you're going to tell me you set up the appointment at this place, and then you're going to say that you got set up to be exposed? No, you're just a fucking bitch who doesn't want to follow the rules because you think you're above it because you are the Speaker of the House. So you can go ahead and fuck off, Nancy. You fucking bitch. Jesus. So I guess as long as I got enough bandwidth, hey Trap, I don't have a problem with the voice as long as I got enough bandwidth, because I hit pause on the Roku and I don't think it has cut out since then, correct? It's kind of hard to tell. Yeah, exactly. Set herself up. Like, how you gonna set yourself up to be exposed? What a ridiculous bitch. Unbelievable. Oh, what's up, Husky? What are you doing? Just out there hanging out? You done doing all your editing that you were working on today, or was that yesterday? I don't remember. All of my days are blending together in this era of corona that we all live in. Oh, your phone is about to die. Well, turn the computer on, you son of a bitch. Jeez. But yeah, I guess as long as my internet don't crap out here in the woods of Wisconsin, this restream seems to work okay. And then I would guess if I checked on Twitter, there should be a tweet that says that I'm live. So let's go and look at Twitter real quick. Can I back out of it without it cutting the whole thing out? Hopefully it's continuing to run while I'm opening something else. Got my fingers crossed. I think you can still hear me. I don't know for sure. Oh shit. How about you move a little slower, machine? Move a little fucking slower. Jesus Christ. Like, I just want to see if you automatically sent out a tweet for me or not. Any slower. Could you move any fucking slower? Jesus. Chop chop. Come on now. I know my device said that I can't share my screen, so I can't show you guys what I'm doing, or else I would. Like, I clicked share screen thing and it said, your device is not supported. And I said, well, I can't share my screen on StreamYard either, so I guess it's still a horse apiece. So either way, all right, let's profile on the Twitter. Did it send out an automatic tweet? Let's find out. Scrolling, not scrolling. Come on now. Come on now. I believe in you. Update. Put the pin tweet at the top. You can do it. I believe in you. Are you not going to put the pin tweet at the top? Son of a bitch. You finished your editing yesterday. Just seen that comment. Sorry. Oh, fuck. Oh, Husky, I was not expecting you to say that. And as soon as I jump back to the frickin' stream on my screen here, because, hey, it did send the automatic tweet 8 minutes ago. Cool. It doesn't put the link in there to YouTube, which is kind of fucking stupid, but it did send out a tweet to say that I'm live. So I guess if you followed me on Twitter, you would know, and then to my YouTube and click on the link, because, you know, if you follow me, you probably subscribed, and vice versa, shit like that. Anyway, I gotta go down to this frickin', oh my god, guy. Like, really? You would turn your computer on, but you can't because you are pooping. Yeah, I understand that you probably don't keep your computer in the backyard where you drop your deuces. At least I hope that's where you're dropping your deuces, unless you're one of those fancy dogs that's been trained to go in the toilet and then flush. That would be impressive. That would be most impressive, Husky. Like, I want to get one of those fucking dogs. That would be awesome. That is what I want. Big time. Oh, now you're back inside. That's good. Outside is too fucking hot. Like, I am so excited that September is here. I looked at the forecast for next week. It's supposed to be in the 60s. Oh, that's going to be wonderful. I love me some high temperatures in the 60s. Doesn't get much better than that. Well, let's see. Oh, graphics. Can I even do graphics on this? It probably doesn't let me because I'm not going to do the paid version because I'm just a poor motherfucker. Participants, that's just mine. I don't think that I can put the overlay on the screen. Nope, I don't see it happening. What is captions? I don't know what the hell captions are. Restream allows you to stream live to 30 plus social platforms at once. I didn't even fucking know there were 30 goddamn social platforms. Are you kidding me? I thought there was a dozen. Fucking social platforms are out there. My God. Oh, what did I click on? What did I click on here? What's on the screen? Anything on the screen? Nothing's on the screen. So I clicked on nothing. Okay. No, I'm not going to follow you, you bastard. Okay. Primary, secondary text. What is it? Okay. If I click in here and I say, I need the keyboard to pop up, machine. Thank you. Let's say, thanks. Let's see if it'll watching. Come on now. Come on, you would. Oh my God. Come on. Let's get rid of the letter A that appeared for no fucking reason, and let's put space in between the for and the watching because, oh my God, didn't want to do that. Let's add caption. Let's see what the hell happens. So when you add the caption, what's the caption do? I didn't see the caption do shit. I didn't see nothing. Oh, I can click on it here, and then it'll show on the screen? I don't see nothing on the screen. One thing. You gonna show on the screen? Oh, there it is. It did pop up. Good. I don't know how to change those, how to make them big banners, though. I have to dick with it a little more. And then we just click it again, and then I'll take it off. Okay, cool. That's pretty smooth. It's too bad I can't see all this stuff on the screen at one time. Like I have to scroll down a little bit, scroll back up a little bit in order to do it. I would hit the mute mic button, but it's not working. What do you mean this is Zod's channel, perp? This is not Zod's channel. This is my channel. This is the first stream I ever did because I decided I wanted to, check out this software, see how it works. So that's what I'm doing. Zod's channel. Don't say that kind of shit. He's not invited to this. He's probably sleeping already. He got to get up at freaking 3 in the morning or 4 in the morning. He's got to get up in the morning. He ain't got to get up as early as me. I got to deliver Green Bay Press Gazette newspapers tomorrow. So I got to be up at like 3 in the morning, maybe a little before, so I can get to town and deliver tons of bitches. Like, that's exciting shit. Oh, profits show up for Zod. What a douchebag. Got everybody to show up except for him. Every single one. What is up, Steve? I am so glad that you guys are here to support me. I appreciate it so damn much. You have no idea. I didn't think anybody was going to frickin' show up here. What do you mean, Pop Culture Live? I'm live. What's that have to do with Zod? I said, it's PB Live. This is a test. Does Restream work? Apparently it does work. At least on my phone. And, I mean, I'm feeling the back of it, feeling the sides of it. It doesn't seem like it's overheating it the way that StreamYard overheats the phone. Question from, the audio's cutting out a bit. That's because my frickin' signal with the router, and I don't know if it's the router or if it's the actual internet that it's telling me on the restream here. I only got 2 out of 4 bars. I'm in the yellow. But let's go to this question from Stevie J. He says, if it'll pop up on a screen, is your first stream? Technically, yes, this is my first stream. I did dick around on a YouTube account with StreamYard to see if it would work on there, and it didn't seem like it was working real well. But this one, I was like, hey, I'll just connect it to my regular account so that I can connect it to my Twitter, because apparently everything is synchronized real well. It sent out an automatic tweet when I hit go live. That was a nice little feature. It doesn't add the link to it, which I don't understand why it doesn't have the link in the tweet. Like, you can add the YouTube link if you have access to my YouTube restream. Like, you can do better. I believe in you. Anyway, I figure I'll set it all up and hit the button and see how well it works running through the phone. And I've only had Trap said that I cut out for a little bit. Husky said that I cut out for a little bit. Other than that, everything seems to be working smoothly. The only, I guess, downfall or where they're lacking behind StreamYard at the moment, I talked to the guy in the little service area, and he told me that you can't upload avatar pictures. He said it's in the works. I don't know how long it takes to update something like that. I'm not a computer programmer. Somebody else is. So hopefully, by the end of the week. I don't fucking know. I mean, maybe it'll be by the end of the year. I mean, if people are paying for this service and using it so you can do all the extra stuff, more people that pay, the faster they're going to be able to add features and improve everything and how it works, right? Like, you got money coming in, that means you can hire more people, you can hire better people, take some of the workers from the StreamYard. They're not doing enough over there. They're sitting on their fucking laurels, goddammit. They don't upgrade anything over there anymore. Hush. Yeah, no link is weird. I agree, Ski. It's very weird. Oh, perp-minded. Let's click on a comment real quick. Wait for it to pop up on the screen. Perp says, I'm thinking of names. Just run with it. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. I can do that. I can hop on board with that type of stuff. And I feel like Stevie left. He said, cool, I got to work, but good to see you. I didn't click on that comment fast enough because, it moves pretty quick, but it's not, like, what do I want to say? It's not as fast as The Flash. It's faster than Ezra Miller, but not as fast as Barry Allen. Figure that one out. I know you can. Anyway, I don't know how long I'm dicking around. Like, Perp, your stream is at 10 or 11 my time. I don't remember off the top of my head. If you could tell me, that would be great. Hide message. Let's see what happened. Did I type a message earlier? Let's see how long it takes me to type another message here. See if it's gonna work like shit. Well, it's moving a little smoother. A little smoother. Oh my gosh. Really, YouTube? You have got to be fucking kidding me. You will never guess what just happened. You will never guess, everybody, what just happened. Why is this stupid fucking thing in the way? I can't send my message now. I turn my phone sideways. So bitch. I still can't send it. Why is the little help thing is covering up my send button? Unbelievable. Unfucking believable. Okay, so I'll click back on my message, and what if I click go? Does that send the message? Okay, that sends the message. Excellent. There we go. All of my notifications are coming through. I just got the notification from Cybernetic Husky for Apple versus Android. You're really slacking, YouTube. Perp. Here, I will put your question up on the screen before I answer it. Perp asked me, why aren't you just using StreamYard? The reason I'm not just using StreamYard is because I wanted to test how this restream worked and if it overheated the phone the same way that StreamYard does. Because I'm pretty sure that all of us that use our phones to stream, you included, Perp, would prefer to use a website or app or whatever, a service, let's call it, that doesn't overcook our phones the way that the fucking yard overcooks our phones. Oh, shit. Oh, the general finally showed up. Finally. No love for Zod? What do you mean no love for Zod? I had love for Zod. I said that you were going to be the only prophet of geek culture that didn't show up here. Is that not showing you love? I thought that you were going to be asleep already because you got to get your Z's so you can go and do your early morning job. Like, you're not going to show up on Perp stream later. You never show up on any of Perp streams. Like, we want you to show up, say something ridiculous, and then leave. That's all we need you for. You ain't got to stay for the whole thing. Not everybody stays for the whole thing. But if you could just show up once in a while, he does it once a week, Zod. Perp streams once a week, every fucking Wednesday, except on August, what the hell is it, 13th, 12th? I don't remember the exact fucking day. One of those days is Perp's birthday, so then he moved the stream so that it would be coinciding with his birthday instead of just being on the regular stream day. You son of a bitch. Goddamn. Fucking don't show you love. Unbelievable. What, you want to come on here? Oh my god. So now you want me to send you a fucking link. Okay, let's see how sending a fucking link works. How do you send a link on here? Da, 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 da. Let's see. Here's a plus. Okay. Let's copy. Okay. Did you copy? Yes, this is what I want to copy. Copy it. Copy it. Okay, it's been copied. I'm going to share it onto Twitter to our group. So I only got to do it once here, people. And then we'll see if it works. This will be the last thing that we need to test. And then, I don't know, all three of you can join, or just one of you can join. It don't really matter. We'll see if I can add you to the stream, and we'll see how it sounds. Because, I mean, I definitely didn't test that. I feel like I tested just about everything else that I can test through this thing, going through a stream. But besides that, I have no idea. No fucking clue. So let's see if it actually copied to the clipboard. All right, all right. Okay, open my clipboard. It did copy to the clipboard. Excellent. Excellent. And send to the group. There we go. It's in the group. Click on it. You can do it. I believe in all of you. Or the ones of yous that want to actually be here. Oh, happy dinosaur 8000. Hello. You know, all of you who are prophets of geek culture, who are going to click on this link, it's going to ask you to set all of your shit up before you join if you ain't never done Restream before. But if there's just a way to do it as a guest, just do it that way, guys. I feel like that's the easiest way to do it. And then I'm hoping that it gives me some type of notification or pop-up on the screen here that says this person is trying to join. Because if it doesn't, that could be a problem. Let's click on this comment here. Oh, I heard a beep. I heard a beep. What do I got to click on? Got to click on. Click on this. Click on this. I got to click here. Aha. Can you hear me? What's going on? What the hell? No, I don't want it. I believe in you, machine. I'm going to figure out how to add this person. I can't tell who the person is yet, but I'm going to figure it out. What if I click this part of the screen? Nope, that wasn't it. Son of a bitch. Okay, so what if I unclick? Okay, I'm back. Okay, why isn't it not adding this other person? Yep, I agree, Perp. Shaking my head too. Experiment is failing. It's failing horribly. Where is it? There, and I clicked on your freaking comment. Like, it says General Zod. It says connected. Why is he not showing up on the screen? What am I doing wrong here, machine? Okay. Like I got the dual screen set up. Oh, he left. Son of a bitch. I know I got the dual screen set up. Maybe, just maybe, it's a stupid machine and I gotta have my earbuds in. I didn't think about that. I just thought I'll hit the add person and it'll go. Okay, now let's do that.
Holy
Hey,
shit, you got it to work.
I don't know why it didn't work last time.
Well, we're both so good with technology, I can't imagine.
No, there's a little like slide button on the screen. Like there's two little screens at the bottom, and it would let me share my screen on our phones, which it doesn't because it's just like StreamYard in that sense. And all it has is a little slide button that you can toggle to add people, and then it has a maximize button, so I can do that, and now you're maximized. Or what happens when I click on this one? Now you're maximized again. I don't understand. One of them features you and puts me in the corner, and the other one puts you on the screen all by yourself. I assume.
So this is a new program then?
New that I know of. All you want to know how I found it? I found it because I don't know why. It was another recommended tweet. Uh, Thomas, I seen a recommended tweet from him, and he was asking everybody what is a great way to talk to people through the internet that isn't either Zoom or Skype or something like that. So I was just looking through all responses and seeing everything, and I was like, somebody responded to him with a quoted tweet to this restream thing, and I was like, huh, what is this? I clicked on it and I watched a little like 10-15 second clip of all the little things they could do. I was like, oh, that looks very, very similar to StreamYard.
Yeah, yeah. I don't have an icon, but I'm sure figure that out eventually.
Oh yeah, I messaged one of the help people, and that was the only thing that I asked them because I was looking around. I said, "Is there a bot to upload an avatar for when your camera's off?" And he said, "Unfortunately, at this time, there isn't yet, but I'll put in a request for you for that feature." And I was like, okay." So, fingers crossed they have it set up by the end of the week or the end of the month or the end of the year. I don't fucking know how soon it's going to be set up. But Husky, I don't know what the problem is. He says there's a join button, but it won't let me click it. Because I know this is just like StreamYard that I can add 5 people besides myself. So I don't know why it wouldn't let you join. Like, did you do anything special?
I had to in the corner, I had to hit the join button and then it clicked it in. So I mean, and I figured it out. So, Zod's not good with Earth technology.
Husky asks if I see him, and I would have to respond with, no, I do not. All I see is us two. Unless it's not, unless I can't add that many people and they lied to me.
Oh yeah, I just had to respond to something, by the way, because I know Perp is still listening, lurking. You know, I have wanted to come on his streams, but he does them during the week, and I work 4 a.m. So if he did it a hair earlier, I would love to come on and you know say some random shit, or send me the
Dude.
link, Perp, because I see that he's streaming live. I see LB and you guys are there. And then I'm like, oh, it must be in the group. No, maybe he sent me a private DM. No. And then I just shrug my shoulders. There's one tear in the corner of my eye. And I go back to world domination.
Ah, yeah. He usually sends me the link directly, and the last couple weeks, he's been sending me the link like an hour ahead of time, and then he's not in there. Like last week, or no, 2 weeks ago, I joined his stream. Oh, there's Husky. Here, let me click the button here. Are you here?
Yes. Chrome denied it my camera and my mic. That's why it wouldn't want me to connect or anything.
Because why?
Because Chrome denied it my camera and my mic. It had a thing that said, do you want it to have your camera? I said no, and I guess it denied everything.
So he's like, yes.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
Yep.
it did the same thing for me.
Strange.
I had to put allow mic and camera, and then I just shut my camera off, which this whole not... Okay, here's my problem, and this is for like StreamYards too. And my problem for all of these streaming things is I hate when they come up with these apps. And like, we're in 2020, people. Every one of these companies should know that if you're going online to YouTube, we want to have avatars, because if you're not going to go like on camera, which a lot of people don't, then you're going to want to use your avatar. Like, I don't understand how companies construct these streaming platforms and they get all their requests they wind up putting in later. StreamYard did the same exact thing. Remember, we couldn't use our avatars on that for a while too.
Yep.
Hey, this thing lets you change your name pretty quickly. And very easily.
Yeah, that's nice.
I mean, I see a lot of cool, like, little things on my toolbar here, but I don't know. I mean, you know, it's a stupid feature. Okay, it's a little petty thing, right? You know, avatars, everybody probably watch and be like, oh my God, getting petty over an avatar. But look, when you don't want to see your face on camera, I'm sure other people don't want to see this awesomeness. Okay, it's too much awesomeness on camera. You know, no one wants to see these generic white dots that are just like having the little noise thing back and forth. It's boring. People are like, no, I'm not going to watch this.
You cannot see when you're muted, though.
Oh, really? It doesn't put a little thing up?
Yeah, I just clicked muted to see what it would do. No one will know if I'm muted.
Oh, okay. So do you like that or do you not like that?
I like it in the sense that it looks good for the viewers. So then someone's not being annoying, constantly clicking it, and it flashes on the stream, which I have done on Zod stream on purpose.
You son of a bitch.
But yeah, so does this work with things like Twitch and stuff? Because if it does, I might set that up for the Profits Twitch.
As far as I know, it had those right at the top. YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, and one other one like right at the top, and then it's all over the place. It kept on saying you can stream up to 30 platforms at once. Like we could be streaming on YouTube and Twitch at the same time.
Yeah, and then we can just unlist our YouTube videos, and then I don't have to worry about like our Twitch stuff, you know, going away or just having to save them. Then I could just take the YouTube thing, download it, or move it to a live channel if we decide to make a Profits of Geek Culture Live. I'm thinking of doing that for my YouTube channel just as another place to put all my streams on Twitch.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right, download it, and then you can just upload it to another system, right? Or server or whatever?
No, you can Twitch, you can just upload it straight up to YouTube. I just have to disconnect my main account. You just click a button and it sends it over. You can download it. You can download it.
Now, PB, is this program free or is there like a paid version?
Yes and yes. You think that I would be a paid version of an app, but there is absolutely a paid version that lets you do like the same. It is similar. I don't know how much it costs for the paid version. I didn't even look into that because I'm not going to pay for it, especially right now because money is tight. But I know some of the stuff is similar to StreamYard that you can change, like the background. You have to pay in order to be able to change the background. The upper right corner where it says restream, you would have to pay in order to change that.
At least it's a nice background instead of a dead one.
Oh yeah, the doc.
Right?
Yeah. The background is pretty nice for a default one. I know it's their brand and their logo, but it's nice.
It's got a lot going on there. Like multiple colors, it's got a design. Like the one on frickin' StreamYard is boring.
No, I don't want to answer stuff. I just want to address the chat.
By the way, Zod, do you have the thing with Carol Baskin joining Dancing with the Stars for Friday night?
No, because I don't care about Dancing with the Stars.
Because but that'd be a great thing to go off because of the Tiger King.
No, I will not. I gave Tiger King enough of my time. I am completely done with anything Tiger King.
Yeah, but it gets you fucking clicks. So.
Nope.
Dude,
I watched half of the first episode and said, I'm out.
No, you gotta watch the whole thing, man.
Oh my!
No, I don't gotta do it. Like,
God.
I equate that
even get to the good stuff.
To pulling my teeth out with pliers.
No, because it's funny.
It's fucking stupid, and I don't.
Yeah, it's just watch these people. How crazy! It's just crazy, man.
See, I'm not the kind of person that can watch something shitty just because the people are crazy. Like, it has to have something that keeps my interest. And like, I watched that show for like 10 minutes. I'm like, nope, I'm out. These people are fucking stupid. I can't do it. I can't do it. And I've tried.
That's how we know Zod is city folk, PB.
Say that again?
No, it's not even about that. I mean,
man, this is normal. Like this shit's normal. The way how crazy these people are. That's normal.
No, let me stop you right there. It is not normal. It is not normal to own tigers and then like go in there and fucking antagonize them. That guy is an idiot. Like, I'm sorry.
No, there's more than just that. You gotta watch more of it. What the fuck he does.
That's what I'm saying.
Carol Baskin isn't much better. That's the whole point of why you gotta watch it. She thinks she's better, but she's not. She's worse.
Yeah, I've heard. I've heard the back and forth through the Twitter DMs and things. But it's like when I watch it, I'm like, how does this show have so many views? I can't do it.
And the third guy, I forget his name, but he basically has a sex cult.
I know. Vagabond or something.
I don't know what his name is, man. I forgot about him. Everybody remembers
the guy in South Carolina. He's awesome.
Yeah, my girlfriend tried to watch it with me. She's like, come on, give it a chance. I go, I will try, right? I've tried to watch this thing like 3 times. I sat down, and I always get to like the 10 or 15-minute mark, and I go, nope, I'm out. Can't do it. I can't do it.
But just start drinking when you watch it. You'll get through it eventually.
Cyber, I would probably be dead of alcohol poisoning by the time I made it through episode 1. I would literally you'd be like, Zod hasn't done a stream in like a week. Yeah, he's in the hospital because he had to get his stomach pumped from alcohol poisoning.
Don't
All right,
drink that
so
much.
I'm going to chalk this one up to autocorrect because Landon TLB said, "Sup, BP." I assume it's supposed to be PB, but you know, keyboards are assholes.
Yeah.
Hey, at
Another
least
thing I
you know
noticed
you
while
have a
we're
pretty
sitting in
powerful
the
gas
studio
station.
is that one thing that's nice about like other streaming things is that it will tell you how long you've been streaming for. This I don't know if it has it on your NPB.
Yep.
It does?
Nope.
Ah.
No, I don't see anywhere that it doesn't have a running clock and it doesn't tell you what time you started.
Yeah. That'd be one thing that'd be nice if they added that. It's always nice to know how long you've been
Yep.
streaming for because it's so easy to get carried away and lose it.
Yep. That's exactly what I was gonna say. Somebody makes one comment and we went from doing a 1 hour stream to a 2.5 hour stream. Whoops.
We've done it where we've gone so sidetracked on the late night talks where we've gone pretty much till 5 in the morning. And none of us really noticed that it was 5.
Not to shamelessly promote on PB's channel, but speaking of which, Late Night Talks will be this Friday, and we can go a while because I don't work on Saturday, and I have Monday off for Labor Day, so we might even be able to do a Sunday edition. Yeah.
Amazing.
I was like, yeah, I gotta enjoy it now because my hours switch from 4 a.m. to 4 p.m., so I'm gonna be dead in October.
Surprised PB hasn't made anyone mods yet, or do you have to do that later? I don't know how easy it is to do it on a phone.
I mean,
I know on a computer I can click anyone's name and make them that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't think I can do that on the phone. But I know that they said I had to click OK that Restream can, you know, access YouTube and fuck with all kinds of stuff. So maybe there's an area to do it in Restream, and I just don't know about it yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, but, you know, I just wanted to pop on and talk some shit. I'm actually watching Cobra Kai with Mom Zod and the girl. So, you know, strike hard, strike fast, Cobra Kai.
I probably watched that this weekend with my dad.
Oh,
He's been
man.
waiting for that to come to Netflix.
Oh, I can't wait for season 3. Like I've been catching up, and I'm watching the first season. I'm like, God, I forgot how good this was. Like I was sitting there laughing, and I watched it like twice when it premiered on YouTube. Anyone who doesn't know, I'm a huge Cobra Kai fan because I'm a martial arts instructor. Well, was before.
And you said like the movie made Cobra Kai look bad, but you said in this it makes, you know, like neither side look good or bad.
Yeah, it's kind of like you know, it kind of grew up with us. Okay, so anyone who wasn't around during like, you know, early 80s, mid 90s, we're going to date ourselves here. You know, it's like it shows like real life, right? You start out in high school, maybe you're the bully, maybe you're not, and then the thing that the show did, which take notes, Hollywood, good writing, they flipped the script, right? When we become adults and everything changes. And that's kind of what the show is about, because the guy you think is the bully is actually, you know, down on his luck. He's had a rough go of it. He's had a lot of like personal things happen to him. So in this one, Daniel, it looks more like a douchebag than Johnny does. So it's like interesting to see them flip it, and it's like you see the bad guy.
Daniel is a giant asshole in the show.
And that's the proper way to do a 1. And for everyone else, like that's a proper way to do a 180.
Yeah, because it shows.
Some people like they won't show it, but Daniel obviously had success, and if you have success, yes, you will become a douchebag.
Yeah, and it's cool because though it doesn't just make Daniel look like a douchebag though, because you get to a point in the show where he's also, you kind of see that like he's let that success and fame go to his head, where Johnny kind of stayed in that poor, you know, middle class kind of thing, and it humbled him. So you're looking at it, and even their two schools, right? You look at it, Johnny's actually teaching the kids who are being picked on and bullied and made fun of, and Daniel's got the other side. So when you get to it, it's like really intriguing because,
It
and I
is.
mean,
So
even the kids are
it
good
is a big
actors.
flip because he was a kid that was bullied, and now Cobra Kai's the one teaching the kids that were bullied.
Yeah, yeah, we're the bullies. So it's really cool to see the way that they changed it, and
Yes,
they did the
a
characters
good
right.
way to do a 180.
And I like how it makes fun of the stuff we always talk about, with when they're talking about like the safe space and things like that. And he's like, look at it, like, what are you, a bunch of pussies? And they're talking
I love
about like
that
gender
part.
norms. I was like dying. He goes, that's kind of sexist. And he goes, are you fucking kidding me? That's right,
And
kids, because
the
back in the 80s and 90s, we didn't have those terms. We were
and
men.
the old Cobra Kai teachers in there too.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, because I see them on all these ads and stuff.
Yeah, the second season was pretty good, but,
What
I
makes
thought,
that 180 a little bit better, how you're explaining, is because the actor of Mr. Miyagi's dead, and then he's obviously dead in the show, because if he was alive, he would be telling him that he's, became the thing
that he
that
was,
he fought it. Yeah,
yeah.
that he was against.
It's great because the guy died, but the way they use his memory in the show, it's very good. Just everything about how they wrote this show, and it's hard for me to believe that this was like a YouTube made show, because the writing is so much better than half of the crap that we've talked about or reviewed. Us three have done a few shows where,
We've never
like,
done a
and
review of
then
a
here comes
YouTube
YouTube.
show.
No, but we've done, like, when we've talked about, like, say Umbrella Academy or something like that, right? The high production, big budgeted Netflix stuff. And then you have YouTube come on with Cobra Kai, which could have gone the other way. It could have turned out
True.
really poor. And they showed that no matter the budget or what platform you're on, if you just write a good story, millions and millions of people will watch it. I forgot the last count, but I think it was like the highest thing that YouTube had as far as all the shows that it released.
Yeah,
Well, yeah,
YouTube
it
has
went to
nothing
number
now.
one like immediately.
YouTube has nothing now.
See, like, you can have nostalgia that take notes, Star Wars. You can use nostalgia if you use it right, and don't go, see, remember how Star Wars used to be? Remember?
And they had a better
when we were silly?
explanation on the character's 180 than they did on Luke's 180. But
Oh,
still, it's
yeah,
like
like,
Luke had a 180, but Han Solo and Leia didn't have any fucking 180s.
that,
Right.
and I know we're getting off on Star Wars, but it's okay because PB likes to talk about Star Wars. But yeah, everyone
That's right.
talks about. I was thinking about this because I was watching reviews for Jeremy Johns. Shut up, PB. I know I got a problem. So I was watching reviews about it, right? And it's funny because he even says this in his later videos, like how he talks about Anakin's 180, right? Like, it doesn't seem like it seems like it comes out of nowhere if you just watch episodes 1, 2, and 3, right? Because you don't have much context. You watch the Clone Wars, you get a better idea that the change was slow, right? But if that seems like a 180, think about Luke in Last Jedi. There was no context. So, and I'm really, like, I was really thinking about this the other day, right? So they're trying to say, oh, well, this horrific thing happened to him, right? And then he just went into exile and he grew bitter and whatever. Okay, fine. But if that's the case, think about Obi-Wan Kenobi. He had a bunch of Jedi kids slaughtered by the person he mentored, who would later become his best friend, and he had to, or he thought he killed. Well, he didn't. He knew he didn't kill him, but you know what I mean. When he left, he thought he was dead until he found out, oh yeah, he turned into a robot and started killing people. But you know what I mean? And then he had to live exiled, watching out for his son. For his mistake, right? And when we meet Obi-Wan, he's not old and grumpy and doesn't take Luke's lightsaber and throws it over his shoulder and goes fuck off.
He wants to fix his mistake.
Exactly. Good storytelling. He's like, I made a mistake and I want you to do better than I did. And same thing with Yoda, too. Like, Yoda failed more people. He had a chance to take out the man himself. If he would have killed the Emperor in Revenge of the Sith, then that would have been the end. I mean,
yeah,
that would have just taken care of the problem. And he massively failed the galaxy.
Then we'd all be following Yoda as Emperor. That'd be awesome.
You see this with Yoda. He trained Count, who trained Qui-Gon, who trained Obi-Wan, who trained Anakin. So in that line, 2 of those people fell to the dark side.
Actually, that's
one of them being his direct apprentice.
Wow,
so
I didn't
he had a reason. Yoda had a reason to go in exile. But here's the other thing: if we're talking about Anakin's 180, Clone Wars does flesh it out a bit better. But even in Episode 2, you can see Anakin got consumed by his hate when his mother died.
Oh yeah, I mean, see, here's the problem that people forget. No one actually remembers Episode 2 because Episode 2 was shit. Let's be real. Like, the only good part of that film is the back half. I'm sorry, but when he says the sand is so coarse, I can't deal with the.
They did not need to add all the romance stuff. The one scene that they deleted in Episode 2 that they should have kept and taken out some of the other romance stuff was when Anakin met her family, because it established a bit more of a connection and trust than all the other stuff.
That would have been. See, Cyber, I 100% agree, but George can't do romance. George can't do.
That's what he should have done. He should have kept. He should have kept the scene where he met her family on Naboo. Because I watched, I'm like, this is great. He should have left it in.
See, that's the problem. George is not a romance guy, so he doesn't know how to set up things like that.
Episode 5, when he had Leia write, I love you, he had Han Solo say yes, but it's like, I don't like this. You say something. So he said, I know.
Yeah, but see, here's the thing that people forget. In the original episodes, like was 4, 5, and 6, I lose track because of the chronological stuff. But anyways, in those episodes, he had other people who were writing.
There was a lot of push and pull in those 3 episodes. People would challenge him, he'd challenge them, and it made something great. It's kind of like how a lot of rock bands are. Like Queen, there was a lot of push and pull in Queen.
Exactly, that's a great analogy. So he had George, you might want to scrap this line. When he made 1, 2, and 3, I felt like they were just like George Lucas. It's George. Let him do him.
Yeah, when he made the prequels, it was pretty much like Freddie Mercury's solo album. First one of Freddie Mercury's solo albums, though, is good, but the second one went bad because he started focusing on Queen. Still, that's kind of the same way with Vince's solo album. But Freddie Mercury even explained that he didn't have no push or pull from everyone. They did exactly what he told them to do, which is pretty much what happened in the prequels. Everyone did exactly what George said because he made one of the greatest movie trilogies of all time at the time.
And that's the thing. See, every director and stuff like that needs to be reined in. Now let's skip to the sequel trilogy and the issues there. What was the problem? J.J. Abrams and Roundhead Johnson, they both had no one to rein them in. It was just like Disney was like, oh, Rian Johnson, you're pretty well known. You made a couple of decent films. You're starting to make a name for yourself. Just do whatever.
I wish the
J.J.
guy
Abrams.
they originally had planned for episode 9 was directing all 3 of them because of what he explained his idea was. And he leaked his own concept art. It was like, why? I want that. It had like some imagery of Vader and Luke. And you could tell it was, something like a vision with the way it was painted around. And it's like, come on. He had a great vision of how the light and the dark would finally, battle. And then Ryan Johnson screwed that up because that's why he dropped out of episode 9 because of how Ryan Johnson ended episode 8.
Yeah, that was the problem. I mean, to JJ's credit, when he came back, I mean,
would have
really,
quit too.
what could he do? What could he do after 8? Like everyone goes, "Oh, JJ," but let's just be honest for a second. When you look at 7 and then you look at 8, and you see the complete differences in how neither one of them can connect because of how 8 really just screws that whole every story thread. What could any director, just anyone, pick a director, the greatest director in the world, okay, whoever you like, and then say to yourself, what could they do to fix
Stephen
the problems
Hawking.
of 8?
Wait.
I don't even think.
Remember, Christopher Nolan made the Batman movies. He was not a comic person. But you know who was a comic person? Was his brother. So who do you think was on his side pretty much when he made those movies?
I don't even think Nolan could fix that because, like I said,
but I'm telling you, Christopher Nolan had someone that knew more about the comics, so he knew he was doing it right.
Yeah, but see, that's a good director.
Jon Favreau made sure that George is on set along with his right hand man Filoni, who a lot of EU stans hate.
Don't even get me started. I feel like the conversation I have about Filoni with these people makes me feel like the Snyder fans in PB. It's just like
they're usually the same. Most of them are the same. I've narrowed it down. Most of them, the Snyder fans and EU stands, are usually the same. I mean,
yeah, they live.
I like EU. I like a lot of things about that. There was a lot of the things in the stories I liked, but god damn, you're just as bad as the OT stands that were around until the sequel trilogy came out.
Well, my whole thing.
I got to read this. Hold on. Oh, you got one more point, Ted, and then I'll read the comment.
Yeah, I mean, my whole thing is that EU people are funny because they bitched that no one was using the EU, and then when Disney selectively used the EU, they bitched because they used it. So I was like, hey, EU people, make up your mind. Either you want stuff in the Star Wars or you don't.
They should have just made the sequel trilogy the Thrawn trilogy.
That would have been sweet.
Yeah.
Thrawn's go ahead, TV. I'm sorry.
Okay, Gary North says Ryan Johnson should never have gotten the job. He had no previous box office hits. Loop did okay, but he had no business. I will add to that in Star Wars.
No, it cut off. No, the thing cut off. No, stop. He's not finished. The thing cut it off. Said he had no business writing and directing a Star Wars film. Don't know why he cut it off, though.
Here's my thing, though. I would counter that with neither did Christopher Nolan have any experience until he did the Dark Knight trilogy, and he had the job of resuscitating the Batman trilogy. Anyone remember the last Batman movie?
He had someone that knew about the comics.
Wait.
And he talked to them.
Hold on, Cyber. It's not if he had someone to consult. We're talking about experience. And I'm a huge Christopher Nolan fan. I've seen all of his movies. He had no other major box office hit before Dark Knight. You can IMDb. He had no other movie before that movie came out. That trilogy made his name household name. I'm just being
he
real.
also
And
didn't
he's one
have
of my
an
favorite
ego like
directors.
Ryan Johnson. Ryan
So
Johnson
if
had an ego going in and out of episode 8.
ego or not, we're talking comparatively, right? Gary North's whole point is that Ryan Johnson had no other box office hit. Neither did Christopher Nolan. And I'm not defending him. I'm just saying we can't base it on that. A lot of people don't have box office hits. Look at Zack Snyder. He didn't have a box office hit, and then he did 300. And that was huge. So it's
That
not
was his
that.
biggest box office hit.
No, that's not correct. Batman versus Superman, whether you like it or not, still made huge amount of money. Huge. You can look up the figures. Those movies, all of those movies that Snyder did,
Didn't call
minus
it huge
Justice
if it
League.
doesn't make $1 billion, guy.
Oh, I don't fall into that. If it doesn't make $1 billion, it's not a lot. Has
Captain
any
Marvel
of us
did
seen...
better than Batman versus Superman.
Yeah, we won't get into that. Though. We know why
funny.
Captain Marvel
It's
made
funny
$1
as hell.
billion.
But that's the other thing, though, too. You got to look at what studio name's backing you.
Exactly.
Because if
When
we
you
really
have-
want to get into it, then The Last
Marvel
Jedi
can
did better than the Dark Knight trilogy, but that's because of the studio behind you. The studio
And
behind you does a lot of
inflation.
things. It does a lot of things.
No. If let's look at the time. If you look at the timing too, and the inflation of the box office,
Titanic's still number one.
which changes because inflation accounts for most of the box office too.
Is it? Right.
But my goodness, I got sucked into this conversation about box office.
What, Titanic came in 1990. I didn't think that it had, what do I want to say? I didn't realize there had been enough to turn $2 billion into $2 billion since then. But I don't keep track of inflation like the Federal Reserve.
Oh yeah, inflation. Like if you even look at any of the '90s movies comparatively now, to then, like if you account for inflation, most of the big hits of the '90s would be pretty close to whatever movie is hitting in the box office now. But they don't account for inflation when they're doing comparative because they don't want to admit that something made back in the day would be equal or more than something made now. And why is that? Because you have shit writers. And everyone thinks, oh, special effects, that makes the movie great, right? Things blowing up, no plot. You like that.
I mean, depending on the movie, the special effects can definitely make or break your movie. Because if we look at something like, if we're talking box office hits, Titanic doesn't use a whole lot of special effects. Like the majority of the movie, there isn't a whole lot of special effects, and then that motherfucker sinks, and there are some specs. Avatar, all of us agree, and I'm sure there are some people out there that will agree with some people that will disagree with us, does not have a great story. It's just dances with wolves in space.
Oh yeah, I hate Avatar with a passion. Like someone brought me a copy of the DVD and I threw it at them and I'm like, do you even know me? Get out right now.
Right, but
the Blue Man Group.
A lot of people rate the movie higher because of the special effects.
All right, I did the inflation for Titanic. It is pretty close to Infinity War. Endgame for its worldwide, which is around like $3 billion. Because I did this in economics, and this was before that. He said, which one still did the best out of all these movies? And people were like, this one. He's like, actually, it was still Titanic because you have to adjust for inflation. Titanic is still technically one of the #1 movies, even better than Avatar if you adjust for inflation.
And just think about that. Why did Titanic do so well? It didn't have a bunch of special effects when you really think about it. But
the effects for the sinking ship were really good, though.
No, I'm just saying, Kate Winslet being drawn. I skip all of it to get to that part. I'm just
all of it to get to the part where the guy bound a propeller.
Oh yeah, that was pretty cool. Or when the tenors are going down with the ship, they're like, "Come on, boys, let's play them out." I mean, there's a lot of good stuff. Like no one will. Okay, so back when this came out, people, just so you have context, no one ever wanted to admit they went to see that movie, but everybody went to see that movie. I'm telling you, even the toughest guy. I don't care if you like work out and you lift 300 pounds.
$2 billion.
If you had a girlfriend, you were going to see Titanic. And she was playing My Heart Would Go On while you're rolling your eyes, but super secretly you're like, that's Celine Dion. Damn it, he makes some magic. And I mean, come on, Bill Paxton. I'm just saying rest in peace, but Bill Paxton. I could just watch him act anything. I don't even really remember his role in that movie. I think he was like the guy.
Titanic.
What's that?
Where the fuck is Bill Paxton in Titanic?
He's the guy searching for the treasure.
He's the guy looking for it. He's on the side story. But here's the thing. James Cameron, he just smacks his head for a couple of the inaccuracies. Because a couple of them you didn't know, such as it was like one of the operating rooms where they send and receive messages. They copied it off her sister ship because they didn't have any pictures or anything of what to go off. So they're like, it probably looked like her sister ship. It was actually a lot neater, and I believe split in between two rooms. Yeah. And that picture surfaced a couple of years ago. There's a thing on it on Disney Plus of James Cameron going back to it and talking about these inaccuracies. And then they got a complaint from the family of, you remember on the deck when he shot the one guy and then shot himself.
Yeah.
Yet the family said he was an honorable man. He did not shoot someone, and he actually survived that day, I believe.
Yeah, but you know what though? People have to remember when you're watching stuff like this, it's a movie about the Titanic, and it's a almost 3-hour movie. There's a fucking intermission when you went to see it in the theater. So I'm saying they got to have some stuff that's exciting in it. No one wants to watch a 2.5-hour thing about boat
the
sinking.
The exciting part is when it's sinking. You don't need to have the guy shoot them. The part exciting is the boat sinking.
No. I want to see some. Yep. I want to see Billy Zane go crazy and start shooting people.
No.
Yeah, but when you ruined a family's name, you're definitely going to get a written letter of that guy. Unless you created a fictional character to shoot someone, no one's going to care.
I bet you though,
they used a whole bunch of named people, as in real people from history, in the movie, and they're like, yeah, that's that character, that's that character.
Actually, the one
really
lady
existed. She really.
I forget the one lady's name, but she helped Jack get all nice, and she yelled at them to turn the boats around to save everyone else. That story of her doing that, actually yelling at them, is based on a true story where she yelled at the people of the rescue boats to turn around and save the people who were stranded.
Yeah, so see, he got.
That is one story he did that was right.
No, I feel
there's
like
a couple right ones. There's a couple wrong ones, but he smacks his head over the bad ones. But so did all the people who made Jurassic Park when all the information came out the next year after the movie was released. I still laugh about that shit. All this shit came out about all these dinosaurs, and next year when they found it, like, son of a... because they
Well,
say
I
we
mean, come
released
on,
it
they
without
based
it.
it. Okay, Jurassic Park is different because it's based on a book that's fictional. Because
But
I don't
they
know of
created the
anyone who's
rat. But they,
creating
in the
real
movie, they
dinosaurs.
created the raptors. They created the raptors being that size in the movie. They made
Well, well, yeah, you
lots
can't
of
show the
raptors that
raptors
big.
to
When
scale.
they
That wouldn't be
found
as
out
scary.
Utah raptors are that size, but they didn't find out about Utah raptors until the following years. Same with
I
them
feel like
having
though in a
feathers
movie,
and the T-Rex being scavengers.
but I feel like in a movie like Jurassic Park, you can get away with that licensing because yes, it's based on dinosaurs and actual thing, but it's not based on true events. It's based on a fictional book. Because as far as I know, there isn't a Hammond creating a Jurassic Park because no one would hopefully ever get that idea that we should recreate the dinosaurs.
One of the dinosaurs they made were really small. What one was it? So one that squirts stuff.
Yeah, the
Someone
acid
showed that
Oh,
stuff.
the
that
Yeah,
one's
big
actually
frilly neck.
shorter and bigger. But my brother showed me that. I'm like, I thought they established that that guy was that one was a baby that sprayed his eyes
no,
in
no,
the
I thought
movie.
it was. No, I thought was it a baby? I thought it was bigger. Like when the thing came out, it looked.
No, yeah, it's
Um,
smaller than what the actual one is. But I'm like, I thought they said it was still, a baby is still a young guy, still growing. With the way they talked around it.
I feel like I would lean towards. It's been a while since I watched the movie, but I feel like Cyber's right that it was not a baby, but it wasn't full grown yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, you might be right because what's his face? The male guy from Seinfeld picks it up and Newman. There we go. Newman picks it up if I remember correctly, right? And he moves it because it's in front of the car. Yeah, he picks it up and he's like, stupid dinosaur. He like picks it up and moves it out of the way and then tries to get the truck moving.
The Ford Explorer, which wasn't released to the public yet.
God, I would love a Ford
Oh,
like
I
that.
thought
Just
he was in a Jeep.
No. Well, he might have been. They had Jeeps, but most of the vehicles were Ford Explorers on that. And
Right.
Ford
that's so cool.
and Ford did not release the Ford Explorer yet. And those are the first model Ford Explorers.
I did not know that. That's a
Yeah.
hell of a fucking trivia nugget.
Yeah, my brother reminded me of it again recently. I'm like, yeah, you've told me that before.
Yeah, but
Okay,
in the
let me
words of Stevie,
this comment because it's been on the screen for a while. You shut your mouth because you're on my channel on YouTube. Offense, what I was told. Gary North says, I remember that Titanic was in the cinema for about a year. It just wouldn't go away. And then he followed that
I
up
remember the
with,
same thing for Avatar.
oh, James was good mates with Bill. He cast him in loads of his movies.
yeah, he
Yeah.
did. Yeah,
But yeah,
he did.
I remember the same thing with Avatar, it being almost a year, and people were complaining like, Endgame's in an extended. It can't beat that pass. I'm like, yeah, it was extended for like a month or two, and it met its goal. It wasn't out for a whole freaking year, like
Yeah,
Avatar and Titanic.
let me tell you, I said the same thing like when I was working there and people used to bitch. Like if I like first of all, anything releasing around Endgame that was coming out was shit anyways. And then and secondly, I was like, you guys don't know extended. I agree. Like Titanic felt like it was in the theater for fucking ever. I was like, is there any other movies? You'd see like I think like Blair Witch had come out about that time and something else. And I'm like, it was like the only three movies I felt that were in the cinema. It was like Blair Witch, Titanic, and I forgot the third one. But any other movie didn't matter at that time. And Blair Witch, surprisingly, fun fact, it released around when Titanic came out, and it made a lot of money too. It was like number two. So Titanic was number one, and Blair Witch was number two. Just picture that shit, people. Those were the top two movies that came out around that time. Because I remember
Well,
I
what's
saw Titanic
amazing is
like,
if Titanic wouldn't be out, then Blair Witch would have been number one. That's fucking amazing.
Isn't that is so that's mind blowing because and Blair Witch, I'm just gonna say this now. There's a lot of people who say they don't like it. I think there's a certain charm about the original Blair Witch, but I
I've
agree.
heard that the
People
first
would.
one's good and the other ones are.
Oh yeah, the second one was bad. The third one was okay. I thought it was pretty decent. It redeemed it. But anyways, the first movie is what I consider one of the greatest con jobs ever pulled in the world because the fact
Yep,
that was
easily.
that was the greatest marketing. I don't know who they had for marketing, but everyone should hire that firm because the fact that they made it look like them actors actually disappeared. They did not have them on anything when this movie came out.
Nope.
I mean, ask anyone who went to see that. We thought these people went up to the fucking woods, they disappeared, and we're going to go watch the story. That is some of the best
Yep.
marketing I've seen in years. Name one movie that can pull that off now with social media and everything else.
That shit wouldn't work. That'd be so hard. You can limit what you show in a trailer, but with the actors, no. Unless
No,
you had
you
a
would
bunch
be
of
able to do it.
no-name
Well,
actors.
You'd be.
That's the only way you
funny
can do
that
it
you
today
say
if you
that
had no-name
now
actors.
of all time, because right now you'd probably be able to pull it off because you would just tell the actor, "Hey, you're sheltering in place until we release the movie. You were gonna do it anyways, but just stay off your social media."
You know, actually, PB, that's a good point. I'm surprised that no one has taken this quarantine and tried to spin something like that. This would be a good time to actually release a Blair Witch type movie where you'd be like, yeah, quarantine. Some people went, to try to get away and they disappeared, and here's their story. You know what I mean? And who the fuck would know? Because we're all
Yeah.
on lockdown. That actually would work. And see, Hollywood isn't thinking about this. They're just thinking about how they're going to make a female Pirates of the Caribbean.
Better be hot.
Well, Margaret,
You gotta do that with
Oh,
one of
man.
these female switches. You guys saw Jim Jeffries' stand-up on Netflix's recent one. He said we should do it, but with certain movies, such as Brokeback Mountain.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I'm like, I would watch that. Female Brokeback Mountain.
I want that a couple of times.
I've never seen it.
He said that with like a couple of those films to do it with.
I was tricked. I maintain that. I thought it was a story about cowboys. It was.
And Ram Ranch is a song about
I'm
cowboys.
Sure you're tricked the exact same way that Nancy Pelosi was set up with her haircut.
Yeah, he was tricked the same way that he was tricked into what hentai was.
No, seriously.
I gotta find that stream. I gotta clip that. I forgot which stream that was. I want to clip that and post that on Prophets of Geek Culture. That would blow up so much. I don't remember the stream though, and it sucks ass.
Hey, I consider myself very knowledgeable in anime, but I didn't know that there was a porn version. Okay, I'm just saying, and if cartoon porn is your thing,
Rule 34,
I'm not knocking you.
Zod, what is Rule 34?
Wait. Hold on.
What is Rule 34, Zod?
Who would have known the anime actually has a porn version?
What is Rule 34, Zod? If you
Rule
can
34?
think of it, there's a porn for it. That is Rule 34.
Of what? The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy?
The internet. It's the rules of the internet. Rule 34 is if you can think of it, there's a porn for it.
Okay, that's fair enough, but this is before I got like really big on the YouTube.
That shit existed before the fucking internet too, just like regular porn.
I found it by
You could take random words, put them together, just random fucking words like a fruit, a city, and a shape. Put those together, and then put the word porn after it, and you'll find a video on it.
I know that
I
now.
am going to try digging through Zod's channel. It wasn't anything during the summer, so I can cut out all the summer months. I remember there being. I don't remember if it was before or after lockdown, but I know I know anything that was posted in the summer. Let's see. Oh no, wait. Maybe YouTube remembers which ones I watched. Sometimes it remembers videos you've watched because it's obviously a stream I was in. I think it was
Speaking of which,
before I
I'm
had my
gonna
current.
head out because I gotta go spend time with the unicorn. This is during the week, so we're gonna watch a
Okay.
movie together. But thank you, PB.
This
This has
was
been
just
fun.
this anyways.
Yeah, this has been fun testing your StreamYard.
I
So
believe
y'all
Perp
have
was
a
on
good
that
night.
stream.
It's not a yard. It's a restream.
I'm so used to saying yard.
I know.
Perp was on that stream too, wasn't he?
Yes.
Yeah, so I just gotta
pretty
find
sure.
one that Perp was in. And yeah. You should
Play it
get
at 2x.
you should get playlists of which one of us are on your stream, like the ones with Perp.
Oh God, I think I'm almost at 200 now. I ain't going through all that.
You just do one for each year. That's what I'm starting to do. Is just make playlists for the year.
Oh,
Actually,
breaking it down by year.
Oh, that's a good idea. But anyways, I'll see y'all later. I'll see you later, Cyber.
See ya.
All right, get the fuck out of here.
Well, I found one with where it starts off with me, Perp, and Zod, and it said I didn't watch that one through. So now I gotta pick through that.
Aha. No, that's what I was doing last night. I was going through, and for whatever reason, because I have the one playlist on my channel that has, if the person hasn't unlisted it or deleted it or removed it or whatever, or YouTube removed it, any of those things, I have every live stream that I've ever been a part of in a playlist. Well, apparently, over the last week or 2 weeks or 3 weeks or something like that, I hadn't been adding the streams that I was on with Perp and the streams that I was on with Zod.
That shit. I just remembered LB was on that too, because he freaking roasted. He leaned into Zod. He's like, "Oh yeah, I remember LB was on that." So if LB's not in the stream, Perp's not in the stream, I click off.
Right, yeah, you can just scroll through and look for the icons.
Oh,
that's what I always
because I remember LB said, the first red flag should have been, "You'll find out." That's what LB said.
Right?
I remember him saying that.
I don't watch stuff when people say, "You'll see," because I feel like that's different than trying food, except for, if you were allergic to something and somebody's like, "Hey, try this," and they won't tell you what's in it, and you're like, "Well, I'm allergic to this, this, and this, so I can't have those, and if it's in it, you will be, an accessory to murder because you didn't tell me what was in the food." But I'll try just about any food. You don't need to tell me what it is. It just needs to either look appetizing or smell appetizing. But I ain't about to watch something if somebody says, "Hey, watch this." I'm not going to tell you anything about it, and I don't care about it. Nah, fuck that. Like all those videos that people were doing back in the day where they said, "Hey, watch this really, really closely," and then a fucking ghoul or someone in a mask pops up on the screen to scare the shit out of you. Yeah, fuck off.
This is hard to find because it's been a while since LB has been on there.
That's true. It's been
like
quite
the one
a while
I can
since.
find right here. I don't even remember. No, I'm pretty sure. Was I on the one with his hentai or shit? I can't remember. I know LB was there.
I can't remember if you were there. That's a damn good question. Because if you're saying it was before this summer, right? You're saying you're cutting out all of this summer?
Yeah, because I know it didn't happen during the summer.
And right. I feel like it almost happened at the end of last year, because I feel like it was before
No,
Corona
it
talk.
was during 2020.
Oh,
I know
how
it was
sure of you of that?
sometime around the start of Prophets of Geek Culture,
Okay.
and one of the times before when LB was there. It happened during this year.
Okay.
As far back I'll
Well, I
go
mean,
would be
shit.
November of 2019.
I mean, I guess we are in September already, so that's a lot of months to work with,
Yeah, but
even
I
if
do
you are
know
cutting
I
out
was
4 months.
I do know I was in the chat. I wasn't there, but I
Oh,
was in the
right,
chat
yeah.
and I was laughing my fucking ass off.
Ooh, like that's the other thing you could do. You could pop it up, and then as you're skimming through it, keep your eye on the chat to see if a bunch of messages pop up talking about hentai or roasting Zod about hentai. Like one or the other would be a good, or I
Yeah.
suppose you need both of them to be able to eyeball when it's being talked about. Because you'll click on a stream and you'll scroll through it and you'll be like, oh, Perp wasn't in this one. That's not the one. LB's not in this one. That's not the one. But then once you finally get to one of the streams where we're all together, then you got to scroll through it and be like, okay, is this the one where they're talking about it? And then just watch the chat. And I feel that should give
Oh,
you the information. 'Cause it's going to be more than
good. He
just
did
one
put his
fucking
stuff on.
message.
He did put his stuff in a playlist. There's a big one, and there's a weekends one. So
What?
that's gonna help me. I don't think
He
he's
did a
updated. The
weekends
last
one.
weekend one he had was on May 1st that he put in that playlist. Unless that's the first one. I don't know which order he put them in. But we're going to click through. I hope it's one of the weekend ones because it'll make it so damn easier.
It will. People are still
Oh,
watching the last stream that we did about Kyle Rittenhouse. Because when I
yeah.
checked I don't have access to his channel, so I can't look at the actual analytics. But just looking at the views that YouTube shows, when we were done with the stream, it was at like, I don't know, in the 40s or 50s or 60s or something like that. And now it's sitting 3 days later, or maybe today is the fourth day. I don't fucking know. 266. And it's a hour and 13-minute live stream. Who the fuck is watching this? Ridiculous.
Yeah.
But I didn't realize that he had made
So
a
far, no luck
playlist
on
of
the
weekend.
weekend ones. I'm
What a
crying.
tard.
I want to find this one. It was so beautiful. Come on.
Found that clip that I didn't put the clip on Twitter because I didn't want to fucking trim it down and then make it in video and then put it on Twitter. I was like, fuck it. I know the timestamp. I'll just link it, and then anybody who clicks on it will give Perp some ad revenue. At least I think it was Perp. Maybe it was Zod. I don't fucking remember. No, it had to have been Perp because I was going through his live streams.
I see what order his weekend ones are. The first one is in May. Fuck. I have to go through the long one now.
Oh, he had them in reverse order?
No, it had them in the correct order with oldest at the top, youngest one at the bottom.
Okay. So I was going through all of Perp's old live streams to see which ones I was a part of and if I had added them to that playlist I have on my channel. So I was going, and I just, scroll through, and I was like, oh, there's my icon. And then I'd click add. But I have to, while I'm in those 5 seconds while I'm doing it, the live stream would play. So when I did this one that I clicked on, it's from like a year ago, almost exactly a year ago. It's like a year and 2 weeks or something. Yeah. Perp said he was going to get LB to watch anime, and I almost fell on the fucking floor. And I was like, I got to share this on Twitter again. So I shared it, and I was like, at the 2-minute 15 mark, you have to hear what Perp said, because it is hilarious. And I was like, yeah, you ain't never getting him to watch fucking anime.
it's going to be impossible to get LB into anime, man.
Like, that's one of those
God, I
things
may have
where
found it.
you
I
either
may have found
like
it.
it or you don't.
I'm not sure. I may have found it just now. I'm
Ooh,
just saying that because I found one with LB, and it's around like March. I believe that's around the
ooh,
time. I'm
that
getting
puts it in the
excited.
window.
I see me somewhere
Yeah,
in
and
there, so we just gotta
I don't
click
know what.
until I
I wonder
see.
if you watch it with the subtitles on,
Because you
would
know the
it?
only reason why I can't remember if I was on there or not, because I believe I was the one that brought the hentai topic up. But I don't
Ah,
remember. But it could have been in the chat because Zaz got up
right.
stuff on the chat.
Yeah, there's plenty of things that people in the chat that we end up talking about on the stream. So it's unfortunate that we're not able to narrow it down from that. Because yeah, that will turn into a great highlight. I don't know how much editing you're going to put into it, or if you're just going to
Oh, there's not going to
trim
be
it,
editing. It's just going to
post it.
be this. This is it. My
Okay.
stuff is doing something weird, so I can only hear my voice out of my right ear, and it's pissing me off right now. All right, so
Oh,
let's put this in a window to save later. Oh no, wait, I'm still in the playlist on that one. Fuck. I do not see it anywhere. But then again, the chat doesn't scroll when you scroll through a video. Which sucks.
oh, it doesn't scroll. You have to unclick, and then it catches up.
So then you can see the chat.
Oh,
I hate that.
what a pain in the ass.
Yep.
But I gotta go look at Perp's channel, because I asked him what time his fucking random stream was, and he never answered me in the chat earlier. That bastard. Yep.
Let's shrink that one down. And let's continue to the next. I'm legit just looking for any video that has LB. Right.
You got to find the right icons first. It's like, okay, click on the next video, look for the first step. Oh, he's not here. Skip to the next video. Oh, he's here. I got to look through it even more. Yep, I've done that before, looking for freaking highlights. Oh my god!
Found another one.
Like, I know.
LB. It's around the time we're making fun. Found another one with LB. It's around the time where it left off on that stream, though, is when we started making fun of him for buying microtransactions, and LB said he's a part of the problem.
Ah,
we got to get LB back on the stream again. He had the best roast for Zod.
He does have some excellent roasts of Zod.
The best ones.
Okay, it says that the random stream 19 on Perp Minded's channel starts in 110 minutes. So what the fuck is that? An hour and 50 minutes? So I got plenty of time to wrap up this test and then still take a shower before that starts. We can dick around a little longer.
Oh man, there's a lot of people, and I'm going these that I don't see on the getting to the streams anymore.
Right.
A lot of people on my streams I don't see anymore. There are a lot of people that don't talk to me anymore. Like some of these people, I'm like, oh, I haven't seen them because, well, I haven't seen them in a while. I still talk to them. Yeah, the people I don't talk to anymore just in the dirt.
I got a random question today on Twitter in the DMs, and I don't know if I'm supposed to be necessarily exposed, but I have no reason not to. It wasn't anything nefarious or anything like that. But Chris Knight of the Real Revere 3000 asked me, who is a part of the bridge crew currently? And I decided to just answer the question instead of updating him and be like, well, we don't really call ourselves the Bridge Crew anymore, considering the five of us together started a separate channel. But it's me, Zod, Husky, Perp, and Stevie. And then I asked him, why do you ask? And I don't know if he has responded to me yet, but I'm interested as to why you asking who's a part of our little group. It's strange to me.
Is he trying to join?
I mean,
Or is he
maybe. I thought
just
that he
small
had his own.
Is he just trying to do small talk, or is it, you know, something he's actually interested in, like doing or something?
I feel like it's not small talk because we don't typically do that. Like, I don't talk to him a whole lot. I have talked to him in the past. I've been on his channel for his, what the hell, when he was doing his interviews or whatever randomly, when his wheel would pick, he'd have it spin and it would pick a random person. So I'd done that before. I talked to him. He seemed pretty okay guy. Like, I don't have anything against him. I don't think he has anything against me. Nothing like that.
Mhm.
But I thought that they had their own, like, little group of people per se, their Chaos Central, with him and Sean and I think author Stephen Walton was part of it, and then there was like one or two other people that was in their group that's posting on their website and connected with them the way that we are similarly connected. We don't have a website per se, which I still have ideas about, but
If you have an website and you can just make like one of those simple ones on, like, I forget what it's called, like Google something, do that and get it started. But I still have no idea for a website. That's what I technically have one for my channel that I made in
really,
my IT class, and that's around the time I started thinking of renaming my channel. Because I started, oh, here's the old name, and then like the next day I came back, changed everything, the theme up, changed the name. It is shitty. It's on like Google spreadsheet something. It's an actual one though, and I have the domain name. Otherwise, I think Google would say no. Oh, Sites, Google Sites. That's what it's called.
okay. So what you do?
Yeah,
It's Google Sites dot something .com.
yeah, yeah. I believe it's just Google Sites. Look it up.
Oh, I've never heard of that before.
Yeah, I have it. It's just on Google. Oh man, I still have my old picture. It's been like since 2018 since I've gone on here. Oh god.
So
Cool.
you're doing this through your computer, right?
Oh yeah, you can do it through your Chrome browser. Yep.
Okay. So can you share your screen? Because it doesn't let me do it through my phone.
Oh, yeah, I can share my screen right now if you want to see it. I thought I had it. Hold on. I thought this thing was up.
Yeah, because then I can do.
There's a way to see the site, and I forgot. It's been so long, and I don't have the thing open anymore from when I was in the class. It was just a side thing, you know, so you understood that.
Oh.
Oh, do you want me to show you right now? It's not incognito or anything. So there's nothing much. It's just my main account. You don't see my actual name. So share a screen. If it lets me share the screen. Screen one. Behold, this is what it looked like when I abandoned it and forgot about it and meant to come back. Oh, there's the site link. There it is. Ah, here, let me stop sharing my screen to see if I can just open it up outside of that. Let's see. Yes.
Oh. Oh, that was interesting.
Nope, it
An
did not
extra
let me
thing
through.
popped up
So
on
I'm just going to do.
my end.
So here it is. The publish thing. Oh, I want to just unshare my screen because of that. Okay, got it.
No, it's
Swore I published. I swore I published this year.
I like how this works. Are you seeing? Obviously, you can't see on
Yep.
my end. Never mind.
It used to
When
just be
your
Cybernet.
screen, when your screen share pops up, a whole extra screen appears below your name,
Yeah.
and I can do stuff with that. So it
Hey,
won't show up on the screen until I click on your screen share. Which, that's handy.
Okay.
So even if somebody else clicked on something and you're like, I don't want to see that, turn it the fuck off.
Oh, great. I thought I had it published years ago when this was still a valid URL, so I won't have to figure out how to do that. But
Okie dokie.
do I have to do to add that? Oh, I have to add I think I have to add the www.
Okay. Either way, just if you don't want to show that because it's got something on it, just share your screen with something on it because I want to see what it looks like.
I unpublished it, and I guess it was already published. I got to do it again.
Oh, okay.
It said sites.google as the URL, and I was trying to fix it, and now I think I probably lost it. So, yeah, this is what it looks like. There's tools over here. I don't remember much of how to do it. This is one I wasn't so sure if I was going to expand on this or not. But look, this
screen share. You see this?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it's just down there.
That's hilarious.
Look at this is when I'm still doing games.
Yeah,
funny. I believe I connected stuff to this. I don't remember how to use most of this, but it was pretty straightforward. And yeah, I accidentally clicked the unpublish button, and I'm pissed off at myself now because I was trying to, poke around to remember. Yeah, got nothing now.
Fancy.
Don't got the fucking site now. I'm going to stop sharing.
Dude, I don't think that StreamYard has that option.
Yeah.
At all. I mean, I don't necessarily like the fact that when I was sharing it full screen, it puts our little squares over it. I like how StreamYard puts you to the side and puts that full screen. But being able to put it in its own separate window like that is fucking cool. Oh, Gary North. You're hilarious, Gary. You are hilarious. He said, is this not StreamYard? Gary, this is not StreamYard. If you look in the upper right-hand corner of your screen, it says Restream, which is something that I just was introduced to today.
So if you got to get the domain name, but it'll just be sites at Google at first until you purchase a domain name. That's why I thought my thing wasn't right. So
okay.
Whatever.
Interesting.
That's why. So you have to get but it'll have sites at Google, and it'll be a site that people can visit. Makes sense now.
Right. Essentially, just a way to create an internet hub for people to easily access you or your content.
And then we can probably buy the Profits Geek Culture domain name if we start making money off the channel. And that's honestly what I'll keep the money off the side for, is to buy it. So let's see.
Right, and then, you know, I would hope at a point in the future, like, we're playing the long game here. I understand that. We're all still relatively young, as in we're not, you know, near retirement age unless one of us happen to win the lottery and I'm fucking retired tomorrow. Anyway, you got a website and you get your website up and running. You can start making money off of your website because people will want to put ads on your website. I mean, that's what I was going to talk with.
I didn't even know that either. So you have to pay for it yearly. That's what I didn't know about websites. So that's why a site's link is probably a great way to start. Because it'll have sites.google.com view those. That's probably why my teacher had it, because he didn't have to worry about buying anything.
Gotcha. And I mean, a site is a site. I mean, a hyperlink is a hyperlink is a hyperlink. I mean, I guess that's how the phrase would go, because people just want to be able to click. Like, they don't necessarily care what they're clicking on per se, as long as it's taking them to a trusted website.
Yeah. And what the publish button does is, if you can still work on it, but what it does is like, oh, I'm comfortable, get that site ready. There we go. And then we'll just
okay.
Yeah. And then you just click the copy link. Oh, sites, googlesites.com/home. So if anyone wants to poke around my dead thing, I'm going to post it in the chat right now. Take a look.
You can post it in the chat. You're a mod.
Enjoy that. Oh, I'm posting it in the group chat. Oh man, I'm not. I don't think I'm going to do much. Yeah. My thing says September 8th, 2014, because technically that's when I was starting to work in it. But so now I remember the actual birth date.
How fucking old were you? 12?
That age? No. That age?
What age? You're not showing me. What do you mean that age?
It's around. YouTube says I was founded officially on the 14th of September. But I was pretty much 14 around the time I founded this. And I had a little bit later. And funny thing is, YouTube gave me a thing. It's like, oh, you don't qualify for our partner program. Great. I applied for that 3 years ago when I did, and you're sending me this email now. It says, oh, you have to resubmit in 30 days if you don't meet the requirements. I'm like, I set that 3 years ago, and I was making money before you change your stuff. And I think I added my birth year as one more year because I didn't want to set up a whole thing where my parents manage my account, blah, 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 whatever. Yeah.
Oh, sure. Like, I'll just lie to
I do
YouTube just a little bit.
My description, though, it says, first gaming video was in July 18th, 2015.
Damn.
And I said, only 2 people are part of the channel, which counts me and my younger brother. But now I'm just an individual. Profits of Geek Culture, we can definitely add a lot more. Founded on April 2nd. And have our whole little banter that we'd have to scroll through Twitter to get. But yeah, that's what you could add.
And I had
a community. Yeah. I'm glad it became midnight when I officially told you.
Right?
Yeah. So yeah, add a community
That was
tab,
a
which I
bad.
had plans. Where people could interact with the community and talk. Content, like 3 freaking videos, because I didn't have that much gaming videos at the time. And a follow us button was a current channel updates thing. I don't know where that brings me. I should actually paste and see where that was. All right, let's see. Content, follow us. Where is that? Where's that? Is that heading link?
Hey, I'm over
Oh yeah, the follow us.
50,000 views on my channel.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's the thing in the follow us. It says we're currently taking a break from our normal uploads. Expect more soon. Because I forgot that. Yeah. So now that I know more stuff about the internet that you actually have to pay for a constant domain name, is you could probably set up on Google, and then if we wanted to, you could do like Squarespace. What is it? Wish. Oh, no, not Wish. What? Some other one. The only one I remember is Squarespace because of all the ads for it. And then you could have it powered by that, and then have the domain name, which would be great.
Well, the only one I know is GoDaddy.
No,
there's
other ones. The better one. One of the better ones is Squarespace. Yeah. I don't know if I'll ever update mine.
I mean, that's
yeah, but
okay.
this sites thing works so. Yeah.
I'm just my channel here real quick, and I was scrolling down through the supported creators, and I was like, yeah, I know all these people, and you know who I miss, and I'm sure you miss too. I would really love. What'd you say?
Nothing.
Oh,
talking to myself. If you've heard anything,
sorry. Okay, would really love to add him to our group or our team or our cult or whatever the fuck you'd want to call it, but I don't know how often he'd ever be able to do anything because it's been several months since he has, and that is the real Captain Jack.
Yeah, I've told you that I want him on our team too.
Yeah. Like, those were some of my favorite live streams that are essentially podcasts of a person talking. Where I'd just be sitting here, I was like, Captain Jack's live, I'll throw that in my ear and listen.
Yeah, if we wanted POGC, I just looked it up. No, it's not available at all. We'd have to use the full name.
I mean, that's not necessarily a bad thing.
But yeah, I think the short ones are going to be,
I mean, short ones are just convenient for other people.
To a cart. It's the one I looked it up on. Is adding things to a cart. I'm like, no, don't add it to my cart. I'm not buying them. Because it has, but it says domain purchase there. It's like $13, and the privacy protection's like $11, $12. So at least they have like a protection plan, which is nice.
I mean, not everybody has that.
I'll send you the site name to buy the domain though. I'll send you that site privately though.
Ooh, question from Gary North, which conveniently had technically answered this on Twitter. Why are you not showing the fucking thing? It's showing it? No, it's still showing your comment. Come on, machine. Show Gary's comment. There we go. Gary North, when's the Mandalorian Season 2 trailer dropping? Well, Gary, if we go off of what happened last year, I would assume that they're going to do the exact same thing. So as long as we still have NFL football this season, they will release the trailer during one of the Monday night football games because ESPN is owned by Disney. And that's how they roll. Like, that's how they do all of the Star Wars stuff now. It's always on some Monday night football thing because they seem to, except for Solo, release everything in the fall or early winter.
Yeah. I remember there were all the fake fan trailers that came out within this past year of that.
Oh my God.
I tell people, I'm like, no, that's not really. Oh, it's concept. No, it's just them taking shit and editing crap. If you want the official,
Right.
it'll be on like the Lucasfilm or Disney's thing. That's the only. I know people get mad about like, the YouTube. Businesses have the YouTube and they're taking over YouTube. Well, I kind of like it because then I know who's a legitimate source for a fucking movie trailer. I'm sorry.
Right.
That's the only reason why I like them on there. There's my legitimate source for the movie trailer, so I know it's not bullshit. Oh shit, it's April 1st. Fuck!
Right. Exactly. Like, the Mandalorian trailer will be released on the Star Wars channel. Like, you put Star Wars, look for channel, and it's Star Wars. That's it. That's all it says. Nothing extra. Nothing spelled funky. No weird capitalization or shit like that. Just Star Wars with the S capitalized and the W capitalized. And then you click on that, and they got, several million subscribers, just like Marvel does and DC does, or Warner Brothers, I guess. That's where they release their trailers for shit. But yeah, that's where the official stuff is. So you just gotta wait until it's released there, because that's how they're gonna do it. Because I remember, I don't remember if it was Marvel or if it was Star Wars, but I remember, oh gosh, this had to have been maybe 3 years ago at this point. Whatever it was supposed to be released at either the basketball game that was being played that night on ABC or the Monday night football game that was being played, but it got released on YouTube on the official channel in the afternoon. And I was like, what the fuck is this? Like, I thought that you were going to get released, when you got millions of people in your sporting event and you just kind of snuck it out on YouTube.
Yeah.
Well, it didn't get snuck out on YouTube. It was a mistake.
Sometimes they will sneak it out like before that comes out, so then they can easily look it up.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Like trying to find all of those DC trailers that came out during Fandom. Like, holy fuck, that was a huge pain in my ass. Zod told me there was only 3, and then I get to the live stream and he starts talking about 5 of them. I was like, you told me I only had to watch 3, and I watched them.
We're getting
you
near.
Didn't tell me there was a flashpoint.
We're getting near 2 hours. If you didn't know.
Oh,
because I scrolled on the playhead so I could see how long we've been on.
Ah, I believe it. Because I knew I started around 7. I didn't remember exactly what time it was. Okay, so let's feel the phone. I mean, it's hot, but I mean, since we've been talking, you've been able to hear me clearly the entire time, right? Like, my voice hasn't cut out like it did when you were just listening?
Yeah, it seemed to be all right. Probably just a connection thing if it was on the stream.
No, right. Like, when I'm looking Right now, I have 2 bars and you have 4 bars.
Yeah.
In at the extra bullshit at the bottom. Oh, you can see the extra stuff at the bottom too?
Yeah, I can see the extra stuff at the bottom, but not like you're
Oh,
clicking with your other stuff. I can see the chat. I can see, when you highlight something.
okay. Interesting.
I have 4 bars because I have that 1 gig internet, which is awesome for
Holy
streaming.
shit. Fucking 1 gig. My God, man. What do you need a gig for internet?
That's
Jesus
because I
Christ.
still live with my family, and there's 5 of us, and we have a lot of fucking devices.
Could all using it at the same time. You could all be using 2 devices at the same time and you'd be fine.
Yeah, because when we had our old internet, when we were CenturyLink, I could barely keep a stream up alone. It was always buggy, crashy. Man, there's a big lawsuit in my state against them.
It's more like
that's all you need to know about CenturyLink.
We can't establish a link.
All I know is it's still an upload speed that you need to know about, and I was barely making into a single digit on our old one. It was always like point something, and ever since CenturyLink, I've been able to get to like 40 upload speed.
Damn.
Today, when I checked it just now, and went to 33.5 download. Sometimes it gets up to 200 download speed. But the upload speed at least is 40, so that's streaming. That's why I've been so like, yes, I can stream. You still get connection issues every once in a while because it's always the internet and something's bugged. And if something on their end goes down, it did like a week ago, so there's a big crash overload. I'm like, oh, so it's on their end. It was a server thing that happened with CenturyLink a few days ago too, because that'll happen with every internet thing. Yeah, cable internet. If you have it available in your area, go with that. It might be a little more expensive than DSL, but go with cable internet. Or if you have it in your area, it's more experimental. It's more on the coast or in the city. Not where I am, like in the city, not suburbs. Fiber optic. Fiber optic is the fastest. If you're able to get fiber optic, go with fiber optic.
Yep, nothing beats fiber optic. That stuff is amazing.
There's still a lot of them trying to get it around everywhere else. I believe Xfinity is even trying to start stuff with that. Okay. But still, cable internet's fast. DSL is slow. Because the way it works, it's weird because, this shares a phone cable, and a phone cable can go and you can add a little thing to boost the signal. You can't do that with the internet. You have to go off the side, and it has to go into a certain area, and then it has to go out of that area and back out. A cable internet, you'll sometimes see them. It's a hubs almost like the you see for like the electrical boxes. It's in there, and you open it up. There's a bunch of cable boxes in there, and that's what they all hooked up for like houses in the internet, and then it goes back up and then goes down to your house. And it's very small. The thing is, the cable thing, it can share the exact same line and the exact same stuff, but the phone one, it does share the same line, but it's a very small portion of that line that uses the DSL because it can't simultaneously do the phone and DSL.
Nope.
So
it has a serious bandwidth problem.
So if you have any sort of cable internet in your area, I highly recommend trying to get cable internet.
I just ran the test, and it said my download speed is 8.14 megabits, and my upload speed is 4.88.
So your upload speed was faster than mine was with CenturyLink. But yeah, you have a strong upload. Go for it. The thing is, I don't know where your rural part of Wisconsin is. There's more rural part in Minnesota where I know there's Xfinity lines because I've seen them and I've seen their trucks. But, it depends on how I spread. I believe in this next decade, though, with the way things happen to CenturyLink and how Xfinity has been offering better deals to those people who were screwed by them, they're going to be able to expand their stuff. So keep your eyes out for them because you'll probably have Xfinity in your area sometime soon. I know they're definitely going to kick CenturyLink out of this market with that lawsuit. Because when we went in to switch to Xfinity earlier this year, which was before I started streaming, they said, yeah, we went in, another guy we heard talking, oh yeah, I had DirecTV, CenturyLink. They're like, oh yeah, we'll do this for you. And we were not the first ones leaving them. And we weren't the last ones. A lot of people switching over. AT&T is fine as the phone company.
Back when I was living with my parents, and the only reason we had it was because it was the only option.
Yeah, that's what it was for a lot of people. My grandmother has CenturyLink and Xfinity. They had that, but my grandpa, I believe, is the one who had it because he had to have internet and stuff because of the military.
Okay.
And we're like, why do they still have CenturyLink when you have Xfinity? And we're talking, we're like, oh, it's probably back Grandpa had to have that and be the only one available at the time, probably, because that's when it started. And he probably had that. I think they've been with them since the 90s.
Holy fuck.
Grandpa needed that when he was in the military.
Sure.
I found out my grandpa's rank, he was a Master Chief at one point. I don't know if he was still there. There was one of the ranks he got the highest, and he got demoted to a couple of them after that because he mouthed off. So I don't know because there's a couple ways the ranking system is. There's a big main rank.
So
and
you're
rank.
definitely related to him.
Yeah. My grandpa, he got all the way up there in the Navy. So that was cool. And I talked to my dad about that, and my dad's like, I'm not so sure where he's at now. I do visit my grandma still during this stuff, but outside I'm standing away from her and I don't want to go through her house because I know he has a thing and it's like a clock and it's in a plaque and it has this thing, his rank right there. I can't go in and look at it. Although the one picture we have of him when he was younger, it's when he was a petty officer second. But that was when he was. That's when he was young, and you can still see that. I'm like, I don't think he's that rank. I don't think they demoted him down that far. Yeah, but that was near the end of his stuff.
I still saw my only grandparent, my grandmother that is still alive, came up to the cottage from Sheboygan a couple weeks, and that I did the same thing. I just didn't give her a hug and didn't stand right next to her or anything because you never know. And obviously at this point, I could have given her a hug knowing what I know now because I don't have the virus, which means I didn't have it then. But you don't know that. So, I still want to see my grandparents. I still see my wife's grandmother all the time, and you don't hug like you used to, but whatever.
Yeah, and we're definitely careful around her because she's our only grandparent left.
Yep, I only got one left too, and she's in her 90s, so if she gets the virus, she's dead.
We're pretty sure, though, if Grandpa was still alive, he'd be mouthy with all the crap that's been going on in the world.
I can only imagine what he would have to say with what's going on in your state or what did go on in your state.
He'd be furious like every veteran is.
My God. I would love to hear his stance on kneeling for the anthem. Like, okay, we're doing a police protest, so we're going to kneel for the anthem. What the fuck does the anthem have to do with police? What?
All that shit when it started going down is when he died. I was sometime after he died, because he died back in 2015.
Ah.
So yeah, he would have been very fucking mouthy, lighting people up.
Well, fuck yeah. Like, I don't understand, and I still don't understand, anybody that thinks that if you are disrespecting the flag, you're protesting something else. The fucking liar. That's not how it works. If you're protesting the police, you have to go to where the police are. So if you're in Minneapolis and this shooting happens there, you have to go and take a knee in front of their precinct. And you can take the fucking flag with you if you want to and be like, yeah, I'm kneeling in front of the flag. But you're doing it at the police precinct, not on the football field, not on the basketball court. So I actually
Not in your
know
job.
what you're protesting.
Not at your job.
Right? Like, you're going to protest a job? And I hear the
everyone
excuse,
else would
well,
get fired
they're not
for protesting at their
interfering with
job.
the game. And I was like, they're most definitely
Rocco.
interfering with the game, because have you ever heard anybody like that talks about sports ever bring up the term distraction? This fucking taking a knee right before a goddamn game is a fucking distraction, because it makes you think about something else besides football. When you're at work doing your job, you should only be thinking about your job. Like, obviously, stuff is going to pop into your head here and there, because that's how the human brain works, but you shouldn't actively be going, hey, I got to make my point about this, and it's got nothing to do with my job that I'm actively doing right now, and I can distract these other people from the job they're trying to focus on too. Like, you've got to be fucking kidding me.
We should close down, because Perp's going to be live in an hour, and I want to stretch my legs before I have to sit down again.
Okay, we can do that, considering this has been a successful test. Everything works fine. My phone didn't overheat. You can hear me clearly. And, you know, let's steal a line from Zod, at least partially. Thanks, everybody, for joining. Remember, there's only one rule on this channel. If you're offended by jokes, you can fuck off. Thank you. We'll see how long it takes to finish. Yes, I got to click